And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, the special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here we go, here we go.
Right to the air is Daniels. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now 2nd and 3. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Okay, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go! Warriors, that's 60 Eagles.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Deputy!
They go play action. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To the air goes Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Packers hit 3-7 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Pass to Golden. He's got it right side. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
60 red. Ready.
Again, it's Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Savion Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll find ETN out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So we'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. The defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Okay, right.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go. Set.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found a soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to handle the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Love now. That was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Back. Green Jack.
Going back to Love. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's Daniels. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Play in his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Liking 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Daniels. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Ready.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much quarterback's doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 33, yellow, steel, black.
Love from the gun. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Lane. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ready. Hook night.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. He may go. But he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. One after here coming up. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Ready. Rocco 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Mikey.
Play action, now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Seven Pirates.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's Chris Olave. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Luke Musgrave with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make him play on the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here we go. Set.
Love. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
They go bootleg. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he fends him off. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
27, Commanders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Back to throw. Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
18, run. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, 64 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Second down and 3. To throw is Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Off the play fake, Daniels completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second and 6.
Here we go. 60, 19, Lions.
Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Oliver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Daniels looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Viking 18. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing now is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. 18, 5 here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Olave over the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5. And they pick up the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he looked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions. It was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Well, now they'll try the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Ross. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.